reasons to be here just for this special occasion. So a few shout outs. We have some family and friends here from not only New York, but New Jersey, woohoo! Connecticut, Florida, and even quite a few members from Italy as well. That's right. As my sister and I take a step back and look around the room, it's actually a very beautiful thing to see. All right, so now time for the speech. We ready? We're good? All right. So, where to begin? Am I right? I mean, my dad's a sick man. He's a cool dude. I'll try to keep this as short as possible. I mean, what is there to say? Some may consider him an Italian enthusiast. Every time Italy is mentioned somewhere, whether it be on TV or while we're out, he'll get that giant dorky smile that comes right across his face, and you can instantly tell the immense amount of pride and love my dad has for his country. Some may consider him that crazy Italian baker who's a workaholic. My dad is just that one person who still manages to get to work in a 2-foot snowstorm. Right, Melissa and Kathy, right? Others may see him as that Italian man who lifts that gigantic wooden statue on his shoulders after he had shoulder surgery. Twice. However, many of us see him as a genuinely kind-hearted man who would do anything for anyone at a drop of a hat.
Papa immigrated to this country with Nonna Catalina, Nonna Giovanni, his younger brothers, my Uncle Luigi, and Uncle Tony, when he was just 17 years old. He unfortunately did not have the chance to go to school here. He went straight into the workforce. He worked hard then to support his family and continues to do so today. Papa took advantage of the opportunities in this country and helped the Ruggiero family get a steady beginning in America. My father's instilled his work ethic in Carolyn and I, a quality we are very thankful for. I got Gianna. He is so dedicated to his work, his friends, and family. Papa, all these people are here today to show their dedication and love to you too.
We could always depend on our dad to be at all our soccer games, attempts at dance recitals, softball games, swimming, musicals, and even concerts. From long car rides driving down to see our favorite family in Florida with our grandparents, vacations, Sunday pasta dinners, and so much more.
When I think back to my childhood, I can vividly remember the excitement of hearing Papa whistle when he returned from work. Carolyn and I would drop everything and run into his arms.
We personally have very many fond memories of our father, but I'll forever cherish one particular one that happened later in our lives. As many of you know, my grandpa, Aldo Picchiello, my maternal grandpa, so my mom's dad, had a stroke a few years back and ended up living with us. Without hesitation, my parents took him in and provided the care that he needed. I remember the endless circling around our kitchen tables with my dad holding him at each and every step just to get the exercise that he needed, the nightly glass of wine and those comical toasts at dinner, or simply sitting watching Rai or L'Edita, I think I said that right, as a nightly ritual before we all went to sleep. Those memories I'll forever cherish. Every time my grandpa would introduce someone to my dad, even if they already knew him, without fail, always, 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 our grandpa would say, this is Simone, my son-in-law, or as I like to call him, my third son. Always saying it with a huge smile and an immense amount of pride. My dad treated my grandpa just as he would his own father. It is those selfless acts that both our parents had instilled in us that I knew what kind of people they were, what kind of father our dad is. My dad attended to our grandpa who didn't have to, but who chose to when other people would not. We will never forget that. So I'll end this very long-winded, emotional speech by saying this. Whether you know our dad from the mother country, perhaps you've known my dad from childhood on the streets of Brusciano, perhaps you've been co-workers, a fellow soccer fan, a paisan, cousin, brother, uncle, etc. We know that our dad is a very great, compassionate, loving, with the occasional side of hard-headed cabatosto ways. Sorry, I had to. We all know that he's a crazy, awesome man, and we are so very privileged to know him in our lives. So let's raise a glass in honor of our father, Simone Ruggiero.
Let the the whole night go by without saying a few words, right? Are we having a good time? I can't hear you. Are we having a good time? Okay, we have a whole hour left, so we're gonna have a couple of other things going on during this hour, but I couldn't let the night go by without saying thank you to every single person in this room. Okay, Pina came from Florida. Kiara drove from Florida with Brian and Nicholas. Francisca drove 6 hours with 3 little boys, 6 and under. 8 and under? 6 and whatever. Thank you. 3 people came from Italy. We planned this a year ago when I was telling them that 2015 was a very special year. I would be turning 50 in March. Simone would be turning 60 Christmas Eve, and we were married 30 years. For me, so you know, it's kind of for us both, this party. What's that expression? She likes her cake and she wants to eat it too. We all know that's why I married a baker, right? Anyway, there are so many people to thank, so many things I want to say, but I'm not going to stand here and talk all night. One thing in particular I want to say, I want Nonna Catalina to stand up, because how many people get to the age of 60 and have a mother? Without this woman, none of us would be here tonight. Nonna Catalina, alza there. She might be pretty enough, but we love her. Grazie, grazie. In just a few couple of hours, I'm going to be saying, Simone, it's time to make the donuts. You got to get up. So come over here and say a quick thank you before we cut the cake.
Hello, everybody. I want to thank everybody. Special day. There's a lot of people that I want to thank. I can't name everybody. I know all my cousins from New Jersey, the people from my cousins from Italy, all my friends, my brothers from the Bronx, all my friends, my brother from San Paulino, and all the rest of the family. I want to thank you, everybody, but the special thank goes to this lady here. She did everything possible, and without her, I don't know what I will do it. Thank you, and I love you forever. Grazie a tutti quanti, grazie.